Do very similar yoga pattern to what that I had done the last couple times. We're gonna do a little bit more on the sitting and laying poses this time, and a little bit less on the standing poses. So just give me 2 seconds here to find some music to put on, and then we will get going.
If you're one of those people that doesn't have Spectrum
That's
Internet,
commercial.
here's activities you can do while you're waiting for things to download. Learn the alphabet.
All right, so let's warm up the neck, the head and neck a little bit with some neck rolls. All right, let's go back there. Good. Now take the hands behind, interlace, pull them back, really stretch out the front part of your chest. Breathe into that. Now turn your head side to side. Good, and relax. All right, take your arms out in front here. You're gonna breathe in. Bring your arms back. Breathe out. Back together. Good, relax. Now side to side, so breathe in. And breathe out. And the other side. right, let's do some sunrise stretches here. So take the hands right here, come and then bend over, let's breathe out. Just let all your weight fall towards the ground. Take a few breaths. Breathe in, come back up. Take a breath here. Okay, let's breathe in again, go nice and high. Breathe out and down. Breathe in nice and high. Breathe out. Back to center. Good. Take the legs wide, pointing the toes out. Okay, take a deep breath. Bend the knees slightly and hold the arms up nice and high into your star pose. And just hold that position right there. Okay, breathe in, come out of your bend. Breathe in again, go nice and high, and then we're going to fold over. So breathing in, and then breathing out and folding over, slight bend in the knees, and just hold that. You can grab behind the ankles here if you want, or just dangle, either way. Breathe in, come all the way up. Good. Bring those feet in together. Okay, you're going to have your feet nice and tight together. We're going to breathe into chair pose here. So just slight bend in the knees, jump from the side. Okay, and then arms straight up. Doesn't have to be a big bend at all. Okay, breathing in and hold that pose. Good. Breathing in, come back to center. Okay, we're going to do twisting chair pose next. Okay, so with twisting chair pose, there's a couple different variations. I'll show you how you do it. Same starting off, breathe in nice and high. And then you can breathe out. We're going to go to one side. I'm going to my right. Okay, and you can put one hand on the outside of the leg and then just hold the other hand up. Okay, or you can do both hands at prayer and stay right there. Okay, either way. Just slight bend in the knee. Breathe in, come back to center. All right, let's breathe in and go to the other side. And breathe out and twist. Try to keep your knees parallel here. Don't let one knee slide further in front than the other. Breathe in back to center. All right, we're going to do one down dog here. And then we'll go into some of our kneeling / standing poses. Okay, breathe in nice and deep. Breathe out, fall over your toes and feet. Breathe in and then breathe out and walk your hands for downward dog. Okay, if you want to, you can downward dog here, or you can even go all the way back into child's pose. All right, hold that downward dog, and you're going to pedal out the feet. Good. Drop down onto all fours there. Take a deep breath. All right. We're going to start with the right leg in this kneeling position. You're going to take the right leg back and hold that kind of modified three-legged dog here. So breathing in and hold. On your next breath in, extend it, breathe out, and bring it forward. Okay, in this kneeling position here, lean into that, stretching out the hips. You can go up on your back toes if you want for runner's position, or stay in the kneeling. Either way. Okay, then you're going to come on up into Warrior One. Okay, you can do it kneeling or you can do it standing. All right, drop your back out left foot if you're in the standing position. Okay, you can bend into it a little bit if you want, or you can do it straight leg. Either way, keep your entire core facing over that front leg so you should feel a stretch in the back left upper hip and groin area. Okay, now breathe in and transition to Warrior Two. All right. So again, if you're standing, you can have a slight bend. Your feet don't change position. Right foot facing that way forward, left foot facing out, but now your core is facing back. All right. If you're kneeling, okay, you're going to turn over that kneeling position here. Try and get your shoulders, all right, turned all the way to the left. Okay, lean back into warrior, reverse warrior. Reverse warrior. Okay, that's the kneeling version. If you're standing, all right, feet stay the same, one this way, one that way, and lean back into it. Good. Breathe in. Back to Warrior Two for a moment. Then breathe in. Take your right hand and go down along the inside of your right leg. Triangle pose. Here. Okay. Left hand is extended. Okay. You can put the left hand behind the back here if you want. All right. If you're in the kneeling position, okay, you went from your Warrior Two to your triangle pose just like this. Good. Breathe in. Come back to Warrior Two. Breathe in. Twisting triangle. So take your left hand, put it on the outside of your right leg, and then you can wrap the other right hand behind, or you can keep it up high. Either way. Okay. If you're in standing pose right now, feet are in the same direction. All right, warrior two to twisting triangle. Take the left hand, put it on the outside of the right leg, wrap that other arm around. Good. Come on up. Back into your warrior two. Breathe into your warrior one. Breathe in, down and into your runner's pose. And then breathe in and take your leg back. Good, and we're going to go into cobra pose here. Sink on in. You can be down on the forearms if you need to be. Back into child's pose. Take all that work we did and release it in your child's pose. Come on up and go back into the locust pose. Just sitting on the ankles. All right, breathe in and come back to your tabletop here. Let's work with the left leg. Breathe in and take it back. Breathe in and bring it forward. Now you're in your runner's pose, okay? Hold that there. You can lean forward a little bit into the hip, or you can be standing while you're doing this one. Standing but leaning forward in a runner's pose, just like this, standing or kneeling. Breathe in and come on up into warrior one. Drop that back foot so your right foot is out, your left foot is forward. Keep yourself pointed over the left foot, okay? If you're in the kneeling pose, you stay here, kneeling pose, arms straight up, all right? Here we go. Breathe into it. Okay, breathe in into your warrior two. All right, if you're on kneeling, you're in warrior two this way. Breathe in back into reverse warrior. If you're standing, breathe in back to your warrior two. Now breathe in, take your left hand in and down the inside of the leg and hold that triangle pose. If you are in kneeling position, you went from here to warrior two to inside the left part of the leg. Good. Breathe in. Back to warrior two. Then breathe in and twist. So taking the right hand, putting it on the outside of the left leg, and taking that other part of your left hand behind your back. If you're standing, you went into warrior two, and then breathe in. Take that right hand, put it on the outside, and twist around. Okay, breathe in. Warrior two. Breathe in, warrior one. Breathe in, runner's pose. Breathe in, leg back. Breathe into cobra. Breathe in, back to child's pose. Sit your hips back. You can have the knees slightly pointed outward. Head tucked into chest. Arms extended. All right, breathe in and come to your tabletop. We're going to get to locust one more time, but first I want to do something a little different, okay? Breathe in and take your right arm underneath your left arm. So breathing in and then breathing out, falling down on that, kind of similar to child's pose, but your right arm is the left arm. Keep and extend that left arm out. Breathe in back to your tabletop. And then breathe in and take your left arm underneath your right arm and sink. Extend the right arm. Breathe in and come back up. Let's breathe in and sit back onto our heels. All right, breathe in back to your tabletop. All right, we're going to breathe in and curl our backs and hold that this time. Breathing in, breathing out, and curling those backs, arching. Curling, curling, curling. Hold that pose. Your chin in towards your chest. Now breathe in and arch the back and hold that. Good. Let's go into frog pose here. So take your legs out as wide as you can and sit your butt back and try and sink into it. You should feel stretching your inner thighs. All right, come out of that forward. Good. And let yourself release from that. Go ahead and come into a seated pose here. Straight legs out in front. If you can fall over those legs wherever you can get to. I'm about as tight as I am already. All right, take your left leg in to the inner part of the thigh and then reach towards your right foot. Try and keep that left hip down. Good. Now switch feet. Extend the left leg. Bring the right leg in. Keep that hip down and go towards your left foot. Good. Go ahead and have your feet out nice and wide. And sit and stretch into that and reach towards wherever you can reach. Good. Relax a little bit. Keep your legs out like that. But relax back. Okay.
Take both hands and try and walk them to the right and hold that. You can keep that left hand on the outside of your right thigh. Come back to your center position. Take a few breaths. Breathe in and go to the other side. Back to your center position. Okay, let's take our left leg extended, right leg crossing over that left leg, and take your left arm and push out and turn and look behind you. And switch. Right leg extended, left leg crossover, right hand on the outside of that leg and turn and look behind you. Good, all right. Let's go ahead and sit just with the butterfly position here. Okay, and come over as far as you can. Keep those hips down as best you can. Good, now just drive those hips down as best you can. Good, now keeping your butterfly, lean to your right, arm overhead, try and force that opposite leg down.
Good. On over to the other side. Stay in there. I'm just trying to keep that hip down, not having having a little trouble with it. Good. Back to your center position. Breathe in. Now with feet in the butterfly, let's walk our feet, walk our hands to the right. Keep those hips down. Walk your feet to the left, or your hands to the left. Keep your feet where they are, sorry. Take a deep breath back in your center position. Let's go into a couple laying poses here. All the way down. Take your arms out. Take your right leg, cross your left leg. Try and look to your right. Good. Breathe in. And now breathe in and take your left leg across. You can hold it with your right arm if you want. And then look your head to your left. Good. Breathe in. All right, let's breathe Then grab our toes and go into happy baby. Good, and let's just relax now for a few minutes, all right? We're gonna go into Savasana. Laying flat, let everything fall to the ground.